This all comes back to the whole issue of Guantanamo that you were touching on. Guantanamo and the death penalty are both designed to try to tell the people of America that we're doing something meaningful for the manifest problems of society. I mean, in America, we have a bad crime rate according to our definition of crime. We have a rubbish education system. We don't have a decent health service. We don't have all sorts of things. Now, there's a sensible response to that, which is to create them. And there's a stupid response to that, which is to blame the failings of society on a small group of people that we want to hate. The same is true with the so-called war on terror. We can either figure out why that happened and do something sensible about it, or we can take a small group of bearded Muslim men, put them in Guantanamo and say they're the worst of the worst in the world, and we're doing something about it. Both of those are incredibly stupid responses that do nothing to make the world a better place. And the same is true of calling people criminals. If we go around calling people criminals, we're only doing that to make ourselves feel superior to them, just like the Ku Klux Klan did.
You know, I completely agree. I'm here in Denmark at the moment, and their prison system is completely different to ours in the UK. They have their prisons. So if you get sent to prison, they have almost like villages that aren't fenced, and everyone in the prison has a job that will be like working in a shop or in this small little village. So it's like they're still like living in a town, and they get to simulate being in a community, and it's completely focused on rehabilitation.
Yeah, but in a way, that's even worse than ours.
Why do you think that's worse?
Because if you look at what's defined as criminal in Denmark, it's the same things that we define as criminal. So you still haven't answered why some people are put in these little villages that they don't want to be in, and you and I are not. And so when we modify a dreadful system just to make it slightly less dreadful, it doesn't mean it's a good system. And it's not a good system. And what we need to be doing is trying to work out how to make people more decent and kinder to each other instead of just telling them that we're going to punish them if they breach certain fairly random rules.